Hello and welcome. I'm currently testing the cleaning performance of the Dreame V30 and I am close to finish that testing. However, there is one particular topic that I wanted to cover in a separate video, the new hard floor cleaning head. This cleaning head comes with a new feature called GapFree technology, as Dreame refers to it. In principle, a sealing lip moves downward whenever the vacuum approaches an edge, such as furniture. This is implemented using an infrared laser sensor consisting of a transmitter and receiver, which detects how close the nozzle is to an edge. The idea is to improve edge and corner cleaning. In practice, however, things look quite different. This technology does not really provide any advantage. In fact, it introduces several disadvantages. Let's first look at what it is supposed to do. Here, I have placed some grains of rice on the floor close to the edge. I vacuum over them with the hard floor head and the feature enabled. As you can see, the rice grains are picked up without any problem. However, the same thing happens if you simply disable the feature by covering the sensor with tape. In that case, the rice grains are also picked up perfectly. The same applies to other manufacturers. Here, for example, is a Dyson V8 with a hard floor head running in its lowest suction setting. It also picks up the rice grains without any issues, so there is no real advantage, but there are several drawbacks that I will show you now. One of the major advantages of soft roller cleaning heads is that they can easily pick up larger particles like it is with the Dyson V8 using small foam balls, as an example. They are very soft and normally easy to vacuum up. You cannot do this with the hard floor head of the Dreame V30, taking one big advantage of the soft roller heads away. With the Dreame V30, we get what's known as snow plowing. The particles are simply pushed forward instead of being sucked in. Because of the sealing lip, the opening at the front of the nozzle becomes quite narrow and there is no way to adjust it. That's already the first major disadvantage. There is also another weird issue. If you have furniture where you have gaps or areas the cleaning head cannot reach but the suction is able to get debris or dust out, like in this example with these drawers, the cleaning performance also suffers. As soon as the vacuum approaches the furniture edge, the sealing lip moves downward. If debris is located slightly lower in that recessed area, the nozzle effectively blocks access to it. The rice grains can no longer be picked up. You can see how the rice grains are sometimes picked up as soon as the cleaning head comes closer due to the delay of closing the front lip. The example clearly shows that this design can cause real disadvantages, and I do not understand why there is no option to temporarily disable it. The combination nozzle, meaning the one with the front gate, can clean both hard floors and carpets, works much better here. As soon as those open gate reach the height of the rice grains, they are picked up easily. However, it should also be clearly noted that Dyson, for example, does not perform particularly well in this test either. Because of the soft roller, the front of the nozzle is sealed quite tightly. Unlike a combination head with open front gates, there is no way for suction pressure to leak at the front and pull particles into the nozzle from ahead. As a result, the performance is not particularly impressive even at maximum suction power. If we look at the Dyson digital motor bar instead, here operating in automatic mode, the situation changes. As soon as the area with the partly open front gates reaches the rice grains, they are picked up easily. Some people might argue that the more or less sealed front chamber should at least improve dust pickup compared to the competition, as it is shown in the marketing video. However, that is not really the case either. The sealing effect works reasonably well with loose dust, as we can see here. But as soon as the dust adheres to the floor, for example due to static electricity, it becomes ineffective. In those cases, the dust must be loosened mechanically by a brush anyway. Because of the mechanism, the cleaning brush is positioned farther away from the edge. As a result, it cannot reach the edge as closely as other designs. But the competition has also a gap due to the obvious reason that the round roller cannot make fully contact to the ground by the full diameter. Edge cleaning performance in general is not particularly good with many manufacturers regarding dust pickup, and I will probably make a separate video about that topic as well, since there are some cleaning heads available that maybe perform better than the usual ones for edge cleaning. In the end, it feels like you are paying for a gimmick. In my opinion, this is a feature that nobody really needs. And Dreame missed an opportunity here to give the user an option to enable or disable this mechanism to make it at least more reasonable. If someone thinks I'm wrong about that, feel free to point out a scenario where this technology actually provides a real benefit. A full cleaning performance review of the Dreame V30 and the also new multi-surface cleaning head will follow shortly. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.